Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Microsoft Pulse. I'm here with Thomas Duff and Matthew Ruderman. I'm Tamara Bredemus, and we're going to go through the Microsoft roadmap for this week so you don't have to. It's a big roadmap. There are a lot of changes and a lot of new things. Now, the roadmap is divided up into four different parts. In development, Microsoft is working on that feature. Rolling out, meaning it's coming to its designated tenants. And launched, meaning it should be in its designated tenants. And then canceled or duplicate. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Planner, My Task Redesign. So a redesigned My Task experience that brings your tasks into one place, making it easier to capture work, prioritize what matters, and stay focused. And Copilot helps you surface your top priorities. Now that's coming out for the worldwide or the standard tenant, and that's due out this month still. And then we have a couple things. Microsoft Teams mandatory pre-meeting consent. So Microsoft is providing a new configuration experience in Teams Admin Center, where tenant admins can enable and customize an explicit consent message before joining any meetings hosted in their organization. That again is coming up for the standard tenant in July. This one has me worried. Microsoft 365 pay-as-you-go storage for OneDrive. The new pay-as-you-go consumption-based meter for additional OneDrive storage. Control which OneDrive accounts can grow beyond their licensed storage limits and give selected users more space as needed. If they're saving PST files, don't give them more space. That's coming out in July, and that's coming out to everybody. Everybody, the standard tenant, GCC, GCC High, and DoD.
Everyone has the option to spend more money.
Yes, everyone has the option to spend more money. Thank you, Microsoft. And then we also have Outlook getting quite a bit of love. Accounts View Unified Inbox brings your email into a single inbox view. So the All Accounts View, also known as Unified Inbox, lets you see emails from multiple accounts in a single inbox view in the new Outlook for Windows without merging your mailboxes. Each account's inbox stays separate. The view brings them together so you can triage in one place. Users can read, delete, move, archive, and mark messages across accounts without switching between mailboxes. The experience integrates with Copilot for AI-assisted email workflows and supports immersive search for finding messages across your primary account. Advanced scenarios such as cross-account search and shared mailbox support will follow up in later releases. This is coming out in August to the standard tenant. Another piece of love for Outlook, variable number of message preview lines. So Outlook for Windows and Outlook for the web will now allow users to modify how the preview text for emails show in the message list. The previous text, or the preview text, beg your pardon, can now take up to 2 lines, 1 whole line, or 0 additional lines. And then sort improvements to the message list. When sorting on Outlook in the web or Outlook for Windows, if the sort by field is not one of, from, subject, or date received, we'll now show an additional column for the sort by value, like size. And we'll also support sorting by flag due date. That's coming in June, and everybody gets that. Matthew, what did you have?
It's actually a pretty light security week this week. So for in development, I think I've got 3. Let me just I just validate that I'm in the right spot. Hold on one second. Yes, in development, I've got 3. These are all coming to standard worldwide tenant in July. So I can condense that. And they all deal with endpoint DLP. It must be endpoint DLP week at Microsoft, at least from a roadmap perspective. So we will start with um, uh, Microsoft Purview Endpoint DLP allow customer to scope JIT audit to specific user or user groups. So JIT stands for just in time. So this will allow Purview administrators to enable just-in-time audits focusing on either including specific users or excluding specific users or groups from those audits, ensuring audits are generated only for the selected users or groups. So you don't have to pull everyone, which if you're in a large organization, could take a while. So this will get you your results faster. You can scope it to a specific set of users. The next one, Microsoft Purview Endpoint Data Loss Prevention, ability to protect files stored in the excluded folders in Windows. Endpoint DLP now extends protection to files stored in commonly excluded Windows folders, including temp and app data folders. This helps improve coverage by detecting and protecting sensitive data in these locations. And then finally in development for Microsoft Purview is, again, Endpoint DLP now supports a pre-curated list of file extensions for the file extension condition. It now includes, or will when this feature comes out in July, a pre-curated list of file extensions for the file extension condition. Previously, file extensions were entered in a free-form text box, which could result in unsupported or non-scannable extensions being used. This could lead to gaps in protection and increased processing overhead on endpoints. With pre-curated list, you can select only supported file extensions. This helps improve reliability and reduces unnecessary processing on endpoints. I will remind everyone, all 3 of these features are coming to standard worldwide tenant with a July scheduled release date. Tom.
So what do I have? I've got 3 on my list. So we will start with Copilot, new Copilot notebooks design in the Microsoft 365 Copilot app. So the new notebooks design now lets users organize related chats, output creations, and references into a persistent AI workspace. Copilot uses the notebook's accumulated content to ground responses so work continues across sessions instead of having to start over each time, which is a real pain. While this is the quicker, lightweight notebook experience, you can still find the fuller workspace forward experience in OneNote. So they're not taking anything away, they're just making it a little faster for you to do things if you don't need quite that much power. This is July, and this is worldwide standard tenant. Then we have Outlook co-authoring highlight and rewrite. So users can now collaborate with Copilot to make improvements to email drafts. You can select a section of the draft and ask Copilot to make changes like changing length, tone, or structure. So you don't have to look at doing the entire thing. You could say, this is great, except for this one paragraph. Let's work on that one and make some changes. So that'll be nice. That's coming out this month in June, Outlook Worldwide. or I'm sorry, it's not Outlook Worldwide. It's Worldwide Standard Tenant for Outlook. There we go.
We knew what you meant.
Thank you. I didn't. Microsoft Copilot. Copilot suggested rename. I think this is kind of interesting. I'll be curious to see what it comes up with. So Copilot suggested rename is an AI-powered OneDrive feature that automatically recommends clear descriptive file names based on a file's content, helping users organize and find their files more easily with minimal effort. What the feature does. It analyzes the content of the file to generate context-aware file name suggestions, presents 3 of those suggestions within the naming dialog, allows user to pick a suggestion with a single click, where it shows up within the rename dialog, within the post-update toast notification, where a single uploaded file is supported. The supported file types are Microsoft Office documents such as Word, DocX, PowerPoint, PPT, X, Excel, XLSX, and other document formats such as PDF and Markdown and images. I wonder if it's also going to work on making them smaller so that people don't. I love when Tamara's doing sessions and he's like, yeah, and you've got all the versions out there going, Dave's file point 2, Dave's file point 2, final, Dave's final, don't change the final, Dave's final, don't change the final. Like, don't you know you don't change Dave's final? So yeah, I'm hoping that they actually make it to where we're going to try to make these smaller so you can actually fit it all within the browser. This is coming out in June, and it will be for the worldwide standard tenant.
Fabulous. Let's move on to rolling out. I picked something that I think Matt would rather do, but I'm really excited about it, so I have to do it. LDAP directory support for SMIME in new Outlook and support for storing SMIME certificates in contacts in new Outlook. So this is going to allow for the standard and GCC tenants the ability to do SMIME encryption in the new Outlook. This allows users to add the LDAP directory in the new Outlook and use it to fetch recipients, or I was going to say receipts. How about certificates from the configured directory when sending SMIME encrypted messages? And then it will allow you to also store those encryption certificates within your contacts. This is going to enable users to save certificates directly in contact entries and use them to send SMIME encryptions to the email contacts. Again, that's for standard and GCC. And then this I thought was interesting. Microsoft Teams minimize meeting window enhancements. So Microsoft is improving the experience when the active meeting window is minimized. Users can now raise their hand, send reactions without restoring to the full meeting window. For those of us who multitask, we're really happy about this. Users can also choose between two minimized view, the expanded view that shows up to 4 participant videos, or compact view that does not display other participants' videos. And that's coming out to standard right now. All right, Matt, what did you have, sir?
Well, let me tell you, I'm really happy you picked the LDAP one and not the other one that I'm going to cover because, as I mentioned, it's a light security week this week. So the one that I picked was Microsoft Teams External Domains Anomalies Report. So this new report helps admins proactively spot unusual or risky interactions with external organizations. By analyzing communication trends and detecting sudden spikes, new domains, or abnormal engagement patterns, it provides early visibility into potential data sharing or security risks. As external collaboration grows, this report delivers actionable insights to safeguard your tenant while supporting productive cross-organization work. I always love a report that gives us more information about what's going on in our tenant, so we as security people can evaluate and make sure only the stuff we want to go on is going on. So this is rolling out allegedly last month. 3 days ago.
What the heck?
To standard worldwide tenant. And that's the last item I have for today's episode. So it's going to be the Tom and Tamara show for the rest of this.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot that I had flagged for those particular things. So this could be a quick ending to the Tom and Tamara show. Copilot, start writing, coding, and creating with Copilot in Pages. So you'll be able to use the Tools menu in Copilot Chat to co-create content or code within Copilot in a page and share with others when ready. So this isn't like a SharePoint page. This is one of those Copilot pages or Copilot notebook type arrangements. So just keep that in mind when you're reading that. The other one that they have is you'll now be able to use web links as a reference in Copilot notebooks. So there's they've rolled out more and more things that you can stick in a notebook that will be part of your grounded experience. I think the last big one that they did was video, where before you couldn't put a video in there, now you can. Well, the latest one they have in there is you can add a web link as a reference in your Copilot notebook. So I can go find out the information that you link to and bring that back in if you're, doing things to try to get charts on notebooks and all these kind of things. So got that thing going on. And the final one is for SharePoint, create charts on pages with AI. This feature empowers, get my plurals there, authors to create rich interactive charts with AI in SharePoint when editing SharePoint pages. Authors can describe the chart that they want to create in plain language within a chat on a SharePoint page. I still want to see an example of this. I keep thinking I'm in a SharePoint page, I want a chart. Is that chart related to information that's on the SharePoint page? Is it just I want a chart of how hot our Minneapolis weather has been this year? I don't know. So I'm really curious as to what the charts are going to be doing and or limited to in terms of their grounding. So, but that's coming out last month, Copilot Worldwide Standard.
Wonderful. All right, moving on to launched. I have one item. Outlook teammates calendars in left nav in the calendar for Outlook. Users can now see calendars of colleagues and direct reports in the left navigation by default without manual setup. So I think that's pretty nifty. That's for new Outlook for Windows. And that is launched in the standard tenant. Now, Matt, you said you didn't have anything in launched. Is that true?
I mean, that is true. There's only 3 items this week, so I could pick one and talk about it.
Go for it.
I'm going to ask Tom. Tom, do you have a preference on the other 2?
No, I was just going to ask if I could take the 2 canceled.
I'll pick this one because I've seen it recently with some work I've been doing in my real job, and that is Microsoft Copilot, Microsoft 365 submit agents to Agent Store from Agent Builder. Customers can submit their custom Copilot agents built in Agent Builder to the Agent Store under the Built by Your Org section. After admin review and approval in the M365 Admin Center, this governed flow enables admins to review, approve, and publish submitted agents so they can be discovered and used by others in the Agent Store. This helps organizations share validated agents at scale while maintaining quality and governance. This launched last month, and this came to standard worldwide tenant. I like this one. I always love the ability to share agents in a more streamlined way with other users.
Cool. Yes, it's brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Tom, you want to take the last one and launched?
Sure. Microsoft Edge, Copilot new tab page. Search, chat, and explore the web from one search box with the Copilot suggested action and curated work content to help your users get things done faster on the new, refreshed Copilot new tab page. Users can also view personalized news and archives.
And Tom, would it make you happy to take the canceled items?
So very freaking happy, yes.
Go ahead.
Hey, and she even let me too. That's even better. So the first one for Copilot, relight images in Microsoft 365 Copilot. So this is no longer an accurate item, and it's being removed from the roadmap. They apologize for any inconvenience like they do for everything that falls into the canceled. And then the final one that we had is also Copilot masking in Copilot chat. And this one is no longer accurate and is being removed from the roadmap. We apologize for inconvenience there also.
I really wonder what no longer accurate means.
Yeah, it's like, well, we built it and it works, but it's not like we described it. So yeah, I think we better cut this one
as
out.
expected.
Yeah, not working, just not as expected.
Yeah.
The mystery of Microsoft.
There you go.
But at least they apologize for the inconvenience.
You have an umbrella, but you still get wet.
Oh, got it.
Same thing.
Got it.
Same thing.
Makes so much
All right.
sense. Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everybody. We hope you learned something new today. We hope we saved you some time, and we'll see you back here not next week, but the week after. Tom and I are off to Vegas to celebrate his 65th birthday. Yay.
louder.
Oh, PII. Sorry about that.
Speak louder.
So it
I'm
will be for his
65. No hair.
it'll be for his birthday. If you'd like to send gifts, go right ahead.
We're at the
That'll be fine.
Bellagio. Just have them dropped off at the front desk. We'll pick them up.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in, and I hope you have a great week. Bye now.
Everyone.
Thanks, everyone.